drinking 5 years ago, and while I would love to say that I did it only for the fact that my life was a mess, if I'm being completely honest, I also noticed that I was looking very, very bad. I started researching what does alcohol do to your appearance, and I was shocked to find out that half of my problems would be gone if I just gave up alcohol. So in today's video, we're going to talk about that, how alcohol destroys your appearance in so many ways, and how cutting out drinking alcohol can help us restore our health, our healthy glow, and feel beautiful inside and out. My name is Jamie. I am a registered nurse. I am also a nursing professor. I make content that supports intentional, healthy living and well-being. And I say intentional because for me, it doesn't come easy. So I have to intentionally work at this. And if you do too, then you're in the right place. There's been many times in my life where I've dug myself into a deep trench of struggle, but I have managed to get myself out of all of those situations, and that is kind of what I like to share on this channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, subscribe, and we can go through these things together. So the first way that alcohol will wreak havoc on your appearance is that it dehydrates you. And I want to explain this a little bit further because we all know that if you have a beer or you have a glass of wine, you definitely have to pee more. But why is this? Well, there is a chemical that is made in your brain called the antidiuretic hormone. Diuretic means to flush out fluids. So a diuresis makes you urinate a lot. So it's an antidiuretic hormone that is made in your brain that responds to fluctuations in your hydration status and holds water in if you are starting to show signs of dehydration. Well, alcohol and caffeine actually block the production of antidiuretic hormone, and so it just makes it so that you just urinate and urinate and urinate and urinate well beyond what you have taken in. And so that really dehydrates you. I mean, any one of us who is a drinker knows that feeling in the middle of the night when you have to get up and chug like 3 glasses of water because you're so parched. So alcohol dehydrates you, and dehydration affects every cell in your body and especially your skin. So due to this process, our skin loses vital hydration. It becomes dull, lackluster, dry, flaky, but at the same time, it also becomes red and greasy and puffy and bloated. So it's just all around bad. Speaking of the red and puffy, alcohol dilates our little blood vessels in our face, and so our face becomes very flushed and red, and over time, if this happens frequently, then those blood vessels remain dilated and we get that big red nose, we get spider veins on our face. This inflammation is not good for our skin or our appearance. This inflammation and dilation of the red blood vessels can cause an increase in the temperature of your skin. It can increase the oil production, or sebum, if you will, and that gets us greasy and makes us break out with acne. And as you begin to age, you'll notice a decrease in collagen anyways, but alcohol breaks down collagen and also decreases the collagen production, which is already slowing up as we age. So if you're a drinker, you can age a lot faster than if you are a non-drinker. And I just want to throw it in there really quickly that there are some celebrities that don't drink alcohol purely on the basis of their skin. And that would be like J-Lo always comes to mind. She states plainly that she just doesn't drink because it affects your skin. Whew. It is hot and humid down here, and I just had surgery, so I have this big surgical boot on that is not helping. But anyway, back to the video. Another way alcohol really affects our appearance is weight gain and bloating. And weight gain comes from a number of different reasons. So it's not just that you're consuming more calories, because of course alcohol is empty calories. There's absolutely no nutritional benefits, and it's pretty high in calories. But alcohol also inhibits fat burning. So alcohol is metabolized through your liver. It goes through your liver. Your liver has to work really hard to get these toxins out of your body. And in doing so, it's not paying attention to the other functions that the liver is supposed to be doing. So it just is storing all this extra sugar and calories coming from alcohol as fat in your body. Alcohol increases your feelings of hunger, but it also decreases your inhibitions. So that would explain why when we are drinking, we're getting nachos and swinging by, fast food restaurants on our way home, making very poor food choices. Not to mention, when we're hungover, we don't really feel like having a salad, do we? No, we want to have something greasy, something that kind of feels like it'll really fill us up and make us feel better. So our food choices are oftentimes greasy, high calorie, salty food items when we are hungover. Something interesting that isn't really common knowledge, I guess, would be that alcohol makes it so that you gain what is called visceral fat. And that is a lot different than, the chub that you have on your belly that you can pinch. That is subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat is fat that is around your vital organs in your abdomen. So that's kind of when you see someone with that big, round yet firm belly. And I'm not talking about the cirrhosis belly. I'm just talking about a big round, I guess what you would call a beer belly. So you can't pinch that fat. It's underneath, it's in the organs. And this is linked to metabolic syndrome, which means, that you're having like high blood pressure and prone to diabetes. It's a really healthy, toxic type of fat that you gain from having too much stress, too little activity, and drinking too much alcohol. Alcohol decreases our ability to absorb nutrients and to produce protein. It inhibits protein synthesis. So what that means is that now we're gonna have muscle wasting. So our muscles need protein in order to bulk up, be firm, be toned, and alcohol inhibits that process. So we get what is known as muscle wasting. And it may not be evident if you're a big workout person and you're young, but over time, and as you get older, it will be more evident that you're having this muscle wasting. I want to talk about hair. Okay, so it's been 5 years. I feel like my hair looks pretty good now. But in about 2015, I did have a lot of stress going on in my life, but I also was drinking wine on a daily basis at that point, and alcohol just simply doesn't do your hair any favors at all. So your hair, we talked about it before. Number one, you're gonna be dehydrated. Antidiuretic hormones blocked, you're urinating excessively, you're gonna become dehydrated. And your hair needs hydration, obviously, to grow. It also inhibits protein synthesis. Your hair needs protein in order to grow. So the visual effects of alcohol on hair is that it becomes dull, lackluster. You just don't have shiny, pretty hair. It gets thinner. It changes texture. It's just overall not healthy. Alcohol depletes your ability to absorb vitamins, including biotin, which we need for hair growth. So our hair becomes very dry, brittle, so we get split ends, so we have breakage, so it doesn't grow as long. But at the same time, we have an oily scalp and maybe even a dry, flaky, greasy scalp. And at the same time, alcohol is causing stress to our body, and stress inhibits hair growth and also increases hair shedding. And another component of alcohol's effect on our hair is that alcohol affects our hormones, such as testosterone and estrogen. And testosterone and estrogen affect our hair growth, adding another element as to why alcohol is so damaging to the health of our hair. What you can do to get your hair to grow back, if you suffered like I did back in 2015, drink a lot of water, take a multivitamin, eat green leafy vegetables, citrus fruits, and avocados, and cut alcohol out of your life. Next, let's move on to our eyes, our beautiful eyes. So clean and bright and shiny and sparkly, right? Well, not when you're drinking alcohol, they are not. Alcohol dehydrates us. It makes our eyes dry, itchy, and painful. It also dilates those little blood vessels that we have in our body, which makes our eyes red and hazy looking. This very gentle or this very delicate area around your eye will also become very swollen, puffy. It has poor circulation and you'll get those dark circles under your eyes. I can remember right about when I quit drinking, or maybe even like a day or two afterwards, I was looking in my mirror in my bathroom, the one that's like the 20 times magnified bathroom mirror. And this area underneath my eye, I had never noticed before because I really didn't care. But I had never noticed before that it looked like a raisin. It was so wrinkly and like purple black. I was shocked. And to this day, when I am doing my makeup and looking in that mirror, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that had looked like that, because it doesn't look like that now. So that was from drinking. But it's also because drinking inhibits your sleep pattern. So you really don't ever get a restful sleep night or a restful night of sleep. If you want to know more about that topic, I made a video called How Alcohol Destroys Your Health. I'll link it at the end, but you can read all about like the physiological changes that happen because of drinking. This one's just about our appearance. But because you don't sleep, you get dark circles under your eyes. Your skin never really has a chance to rejuvenate, including the skin around your eyes. As drinking progresses, which I hope you haven't had to deal with, but your eyes can also show signs of the effects that it's having on your liver and become almost like a yellow color, hazy, dull, and almost lifeless looking. So if you want to keep those clean, sparkling, beautiful eyes, cut alcohol out of your life, take vitamin C, E, A, and zinc, and get a good night's sleep, which I made a video about that too, with 10 ways to get a good night's sleep. So you can check that one out too. Foods that will help keep your eyes sparkly and bright are strawberries, carrots, mango, spinach, yogurt, nuts, and seeds. Another way alcohol can inhibit your appearance is overall hygiene. We really can't deny the fact that alcohol makes you a little bit lazy, whether it be the night of drinking or the morning of drinking. So you might bypass washing your face. You might bypass your usual hygiene habits of trimming your nails or flossing your teeth. So overall hygiene over time can take a toll on your appearance. I can honestly say that 5 years later, I look so much better than I did back in 2018 for just so many reasons. I'm rested, I take vitamins, I eat healthy foods, I exercise, and I don't drink. And drinking just destroys our appearance. So why do that? If you want to learn more about the physiological changes your body goes through and also how to get a good night's sleep, I'm going to link those videos right here for you. And I hope you watch them. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, let me know what other content you would like me to make. I always add a little bit of physiology because of my nursing background, and we can dive into those topics together. Bye.